Future Jazza here. This is a video showing behind the scenes of how something very exciting happened again. What I mean by again is a while back, the folks over at Flamebake Games made French Jazza a playable character in Passpartout. Passpartout 2, the demo, has just released, and we may have been in contact about a way to make it a little bit of fun and throw in a new character, but not French Jazza. But let's backtrack with a bit of context first. Let me take you on the journey through French Jazza. Buried in here, maybe not so deeply. Where is he? He's an old friend. French Jazza. There's a video 6 years ago called How to Not Be an Artist. Now, this was basically the French Jazza design without the accent, because he wasn't French. He was just a superior snooty artist.
Comic books aren't art, manga and anime aren't art.
So that was the origin of the design. Then when I was playing Passpartout, it became surprisingly popular, and it's had quite a long life. 9 videos, 6.5 million views, 3 million views, 2.5 million views. My Passpartout playthrough videos have quite a significant viewing. Now, I played through once and occasionally referenced my artworks using this French Jazza character, and then eventually the designers of the game very kindly agreed to add French Jazza as a character, and then I had to play through the whole game again, of course, as French Jazza.
Oh, Jazza, you beautiful Frenchman. I can click and make him walk around.
Now, that was very, very fun. And not many artists or YouTubers get the luxury of having game designers make a secret version of the game based on one of your silly characters. But I get to do it twice. The makers of Passpartout are releasing a sequel, Passpartout 2, and there's been bubbling. There's been quite a lot of people who have tagged me and are like, oh, they're making number 2. They've shown me snippets just to sort of like, you know, are you keen? And I'm like, yeah, I'm keen. But I don't like repeating myself. So I don't want to bring French Jazza back. And what I'm thinking is Jazza. Passpartout 2, from what I could tell, is about traveling the world. So what if Jazza, is like it's a slang term meaning far too Aussie, like a very like, g'day mate, how's it going? So I'm gonna make a design, a sketch to send them. I've never like role played as Jazza through a game, but I thought, you know what, we might as well.
Why not?
Like, it'll be the fun of improvising to see what it becomes. What is it? Maybe it'll fall flat on its face. Maybe it'll be even better than French Jazza, who knows? But I just love the improvisational element, and I love that they're making a secret version of the game for me again. What does Jazza wear? Like, I've got the hat. Maybe like a torn shirt, like a torn sleeveless shirt with an art apron.
Sure, yeah.
We'll play with some concepts.
Work on it.
So there's 2 references that spring to mind. One was my Let's Paint with Aussie Bob Ross. That's where I wore a blonde Bob Ross wig and this hat. Do you reckon I should wear the wig? Because that's the closest to, like, I don't know, it's a bit silly. Then the other notable example is the I Draw Tigers music video and Tiger King drawing, where it's not great. There are actually 2 Aussie artists that I've portrayed, because one is painting and he's Aussie Bob Ross. The other is he's singing about drawing tigers, so clearly this character is a bit of an artist too.
I've been told that the mullet is back again.
That's the same wig. I just shoved it in the back of my
head. Yeah. But that instantly looks Aussie to me, but I think it's
with
the
the wig
shirt.
or without?
But I think it's because of the shirt.
Let's put an outfit together. Here's the other thing that is striking me as necessary. Really short builder's short shorts. Big,
with the boots?
Big boots, yeah.
The
big tradie boots with long socks.
Yep.
Yeah. There it is. So I think if we can walk a middle line of like pushing the wig back enough that it looks mulletish, but just a little bit out the front.
I'm not gonna lie, I feel like that works.
You reckon? Do I look like Jazza?
And then imagine
Do I
shorts
look like an artist?
and
Yeah,
boots.
imagine short shorts. Tradie short shorts. Yeah. Big long big boots and long socks. Nice legs poking out. Let's see what it's going to think. Jazza, what do you reckon? Short shorts.
That's Aussie Bob Ross, isn't it?
It's a mix.
You represent
It's heavily inspired by Aussie Bob Ross, but I got one of
The hair
these.
looks great.
Is it?
Yeah.
Bit at the back.
Yeah.
Little at the front.
Little mullet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
We down?
We're down.
We got team's approval.
Team approval.
There you go. He was always meant to exist. Now I've just got to sketch him up. here is my Oka Jazza concept art. So I'm going to send this over to the Passpartout game team. So this is the outfit concept, just so you can sort of see the overall balance and the colours. I didn't want black or brown socks. I thought there's a lot of muddy sort of colours, so I had a little bit of cool colour in there and a bit of contrast. Otherwise, I'm just delighted at these silly sort of clothes and the layout. It's very much more tradie and barbecue than artist, but I think in the context of an art game, I guess the character might be improvising, basing on, you know, art being a trade, just like anything else. Let me know in the comments, what do you think Oka Jazza's characteristics are? I'm pretty happy with the concept art, so let's see what the design team thinks. I sent off my references to Flamebait Games, makers of Passpartout, working on Passpartout 2. Haha. So they've made him. They've made Oka Jazza. And they actually said, I asked if they'd be willing to film them making Oka Jazza. So I think maybe now is where I hand it over to Flamebait Games.
G'day. G'day.
Back to me. I get to see. I haven't seen this yet. I'm very excited, and it's been a couple of weeks, so it's like removed from my mind. So now it's just like a fun surprise. Oh, look! There we've got Oka Jazza's progress. There's the hat. Oh my god! Yes! What? I think my only feedback would be a little curlier in the hair. Look at that. Because Passpartout is like a puppet. He's a puppet. You can see his like his joints are all puppety. This is so funny. They've sent the game, there's a game build for the demo. Little note from the developer, this version is 100% exclusive to only you. You're all set, we hope you'll have a blast. I have a game to play. I didn't expect it to be this far along. We just had like a content scheduling meeting, but I didn't realize I'd have a Passpartout demo. Let's go tell the gang. So we just had our content meeting, but I also just got news that Oka Jazza has been built for Passpartout 2. And they've sent me a demo game code.
You were telling me about that recently.
Yeah,
That's
although
awesome.
do you know what? It's probably going to be a full day filming. So I think it'll go after the stuff we've booked anyway, which might mean there's like a little bit of time to, if there's any feedback or any testing we can do to make sure it's all going to work. But I think we've got a Passpartout video to book. I'll be another video game.
When was the last Passpartout video?
Years ago.
It was before
Years
I
ago.
started.
I wonder who's going
It
to
was
be more
before me.
obnoxious, French Jazza or Oka Jazza?
Or real Jazza.
They're all pretty obnoxious, let's be honest. It's fun behind the scenes. You have a cool video to look forward to. But not without the bloody question of the day. What do we got?
As a creative type bouncing all over the place, I imagine it's easier to rein yourself in and focus now because of your team. But what helped you do so when you were mostly doing things on your own?
I actually disagree with that.
Ooh.
It's not easier for me to focus now that I have the help of a team, because the team is helping with lots more stuff. So actually, it's harder for me to focus because I have to think about more stuff. We really should do a video on how I organize things because it's absurd. But I think the answer is rigid systems that I stick to. I keep Mondays and Fridays as free as possible for admin work and team leading and planning and all that stuff. And so I try and have 3 days blocked for filming. Doesn't always go that way, but it just means that that's the foundation that I start off from. Every morning I go through like addressing all the tasks that I have for that day, what can be moved, what needs to be done, and at what time. Basically, I do a bit of clearing work so I can free the day to be as smooth as possible to sort of execute what I need to focus on. So compartmentalize, constantly reorganize, buy yourself that focus time. That's the short version. But if you want the long version, which we've hinted at a few times, let us know. It would be a solid couple of hours to try and decipher and re-represent the scheduling and filming and planning process that we have built up here, and then also for me personally. But I'm open to it if that's something you are still interested in. but based on the answer to this question, might not be because it's a bit all over the place. Bye!